It's typing.
What?
We're typing.
Oh, are we?
Yes. Because this is a live thing. Where it's wrestling.
Like you're streaming this?
Yes.
Where?
Well, my thing. Because I don't... Well, I don't put the password to the other one. Who do you think I am?
Greg?
No, because if I was, this would never happen. We'd be doing nothing. We'd be sitting here doing a circle jerk. Thank you, iPhone. I appreciate it. So, wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a thing.
That's what we're here for.
Yes. Did you enjoy wrestling?
Sure.
Oh, great answer. Then give me a serious response.
Yes, Michael.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Shut up, train. Train going. This is a shake-up show. From Raw and SmackDown.
You just smack your head on the desk?
I threw my phone down in disgust.
Oh. Here, let me do it too.
This is how I feel about Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
He that roided up Nimrod.
Here,
Anyway.
let me join in your sentiment.
Oh, okay. One more time for the people listening. Beautiful. Love every minute of it. Anyway. Yes. It was a good segue. It's a very good segue. Anyway. There was a draft, or a thing, of some sort.
It was a shakeup of superstars.
Yes. Or how many moved? How many moved last night?
Maybe 15, 20? I don't know.
Well, I was thinking of 9, but...
Oh, tonight? Or...
last night.
Oh. I don't know, let's check.
I think your numbers are a little off there. Anyway, let's check and see. Check and see the numbers here. We got...
Oh, there's a live one. Here we go.
3, 6, 9, 12. You're off by 3 or 8, depending on how much you were counting.
So shall we talk about Raws first, then?
Yes.
Okay.
Show a little bit more enthusiasm.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. Because out of the ones who moved, who was your favorite pick? Was it clearly David Otunga?
Oh God, that he's on the announce team now?
He's on Raw's announce team.
Oh God, it's like trading shit for shit.
Did you not watch SmackDown?
I watched some of SmackDown.
Did you not see that Byron Saxton is on SmackDown?
I saw that he was on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's
so I assumed someone else had moved.
Yeah, Otunga.
Why?
The only other guy that was on SmackDown.
But I ask why, Mike.
I don't know. Why ask why? Are you trying to say...
It's not like the quality of the announce team is going to go up from this.
Are you trying to insinuate you don't want to hear Corey Graves insulting David Otunga every week? Because I do.
Sure.
Because I do. It'd be glorious. So David Otunga was your favorite pick?
Totally.
Who was your second favorite pick? Going from Raw to SmackDown, or SmackDown to Raw. Oh, God. You can't be serious.
It was awesome.
Is that fact?
Fuck no.
But
Are we going to be serious or no?
Yes.
Probably Bray.
So it's not Kurt Hawkins?
No.
You disappoint me.
He's not going to do anything.
Of course not. He's gonna get fired. It's gonna be glorious. Again, him and this stupid little whatever that thing is that he carries around. I guess.
Like an oversized baton.
I figured, your favorite would be Heath Slater.
And Rhino?
And Rhino. The tag team that's like the Golden Truth, but not the Golden Truth.
Sure.
That's gonna do nothing until Rhino turns. And then we'll wonder why they moved him to Raw to begin with.
And Heath and Rhino won't do anything.
Nope. I do love how they moved Ambrose over.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna move the Intercontinental Champion to Raw. Lol.
You know what that means.
That means he's the #1 guy on Raw because lol Brock.
What's Brock doing?
I wonder what that Brock guy's doing right now. Absolutely nothing. Speaking of absolutely nothing, as my phone is turned off. Stellar technology tonight. Stellar. I'm enjoying every second
Become
of it.
self-aware.
It has. Speaking of doing nothing, Apollo Crews.
Yeah, what was he doing beforehand?
Nothing. What's he going to be doing?
Bet he was happy with his WrestleMania Oh, wait.
Oh, what's he going to be doing afterwards? Nothing. Speaking of nothing, Kalisto.
Yay, flippy shit.
Lucha. And speaking of...
Question.
Yes.
Sin Cara and Kalisto together as a tag team?
Like 6 months ago.
Recently? Oh.
Because Sin Cara's been on Raw.
How does he know?
Yes. Speaking
shows
of...
shows how much they use him.
Yeah. Speaking of nothing, The Miz. And his wonderful wife, Maurice. As I belch. They moved the best thing over from SmackDown over to Raw. Why? I have no idea.
But the question is he going to keep the gimmick?
No. Because there's no John Cena to fight. So there's that. I mean, it would make sense if Cena was on Raw, but Cena's not on Raw, so... Unless they start dressing him as Roman Reigns. But Roman...
That's the only way he'll get cheered.
But Roman... Anyway.
Speaking of which, can we talk about the gloriousness that was Braun Strowman kicking the absolute shit out of Roman?
Yes. He's not done yet.
I'm not finished with you yet.
Let's see what he do. He smashed him in the face with some case of some sort. Then, what else did he do?
Got strapped to the gurney, and then that got tossed off the dry port.
Yeah, and then he got thrown into an ambulance, and that got tipped. All in the span of 20 minutes.
I prayed that he was going to be the ambulance driver as they drove away.
I was hoping he'd hit the second Ambo with a semi. A semi just magically appears out of thin air. He just hits the second ambulance with it.
And the camera pans away and then pans back and Roman's still on the gurney.
Yeah.
Without a scratch on him.
It would have been the greatest thing in the history of our sport.
I don't think I've ever laughed at a beatdown that hard.
Oh, I have. When Brock threw Zach Gallen down a flight of steps. That was the greatest thing ever, because Zach Gallen sucks.
I have one leg.
Him and his one leg. Pity party. Where's Rey Mysterio? Rey Mysterio also sucks. Just throwing that out there. Yes. You know what that means, right?
What?
Roman's going to come back and win.
Uh,
It's going to happen.
he's gonna tip the ring over Braun.
Yes. He's going to throw Braun on a gurney and tip the ring over, killing the front row of the crowd, the front row of Payback.
Now you'll cheer Roman, damn it!
They're all gonna die. You'll see on ESPN. Roman Reigns kills front row by flipping ring.
Full of children.
Yes, by flipping ring because of what happened on Raw 3 weeks ago.
Killing announce team as well. Crowd cheers as it happens.
Well, the Raw announce team doesn't sit at ringside for pay-per-views. They sit at the stage.
If it's at a pay-per-view, it would be at ringside, wouldn't it?
Foreign announce teams.
I thought the Raw announce team was ringside for pay-per-views, though.
Maybe for the big ones. I don't know if they're at ringside for the
I thought they were.
Exclusive ones. We'll have to wait and see.
Hmm.
You know, as long as David Otunga's in the way, then I'm good with it.
Maybe that bodybuilding he's doing will have to stop it. I don't know.
Maybe he can get Jinder Mahal to come out of nowhere and stop the ring from tipping by not hindering the Jinder. Speaking of Jinder Mahal,
or Braun stops him and flips it back over him.
Yes, killing the cameraman on the ring on the steps. Can I just email WWE and go, can we just have Braun just flip a ring for no reason? Just have him come out and just flip it.
No, he just picks the ring up and just leaves with it.
Yeah. Where's he gonna go?
Well, he can tip it over the side, then push it backstage.
Oh my god.
On the sides.
Where's Braun going with the ring? He's not finished with it yet.
Braun, it won't fit through the garage.
He's gonna go drop it on Roman in the ambulance. I think I'd turn the TV off and be done with wrestling if that happened.
I'm like, we have peaks. We are done.
Like all of a sudden, come back from commercial and there's a fully built ring on top of an ambulance with Roman Reigns inside.
We're back live, and the ring is gone.
We're back live, and the next match has to be contested on concrete.
Well, I guess everything's a false count anywhere match.
It's like all of a sudden they come back and there's a ring full of mattresses. They hurry up and built the turnbuckles. There's a ring full of mattresses.
We are now backyard wrestling.
Yes. Dean Ambrose would fit right in.
Yep.
Anyway, we go to SmackDown because why not?
I watched some of this, not all of it.
How much did you watch?
Maybe a little over an hour or so.
So you missed what part of the show did you watch at the beginning and the end?
Like 30 minutes to about an hour and 30.
So you watched 90% of the show. So, this is who's going to SmackDown, as we just covered who's going to Raw. My favorite pick. My personal favorite pick. Tamina. She's going places.
Yeah, because she's done what in the last year or so?
Yeah. Tamina and the Shining Stars.
But they didn't have pamphlets to give out.
They're tired of nobody going to Puerto Rico.
So they're going to just start dragging people over there?
Yes. What about Rusev without Lana?
But Lana's going to be wrestling.
Who cares?
No one.
Exactly. What about the hinder of the Ginger? The man who took out Finn Balor, Jinder Mahal.
Ooh.
And yes, he took out Finn Balor. Because he doesn't know how to hold back on his elbow strikes. LOL. Oh, and that Kevin Owens guy's on SmackDown too.
If he wins.
if he beats Jericho. Which makes no sense because Jericho wasn't moved to SmackDown?
And then Kevin would go back to Raw?
I'm confused.
How work does this?
Yes. How does work this? It's like, oh hey, Kevin
So
Owens.
loser stays on Raw and winner goes to SmackDown.
I guess. Okay, he goes, oh hey, Kevin Owens is on SmackDown. Okay. He was traded to SmackDown. If he can beat Chris Jericho. Like, what?
So
No,
will he be showing up on SmackDown until the Raw pay-per-view, or?
I guess. They said he wouldn't be defending the US title until after Payback.
Hmm.
So,
WWE
yeah.
logic.
I'm confused. And then we have Sami Zayn.
But he's so happy.
He is. And then we have the most boring woman on the roster. Charlotte.
So charismatic.
She just oozes charisma. She makes me wish Nia Jax dropped her on her head more. Because I really wish that would have happened. Nia Jax is so great. Isn't she?
Yes, she is.
She is the best wrestler ever. And I say that with a straight face because it's 10 of 12. And the most important one, traded via segment, The New Day.
I see.
Yes, The New Day is now on SmackDown. So that means we'll get those wonderful, wonderful tag team matches such as The New Day versus Breezango.
Yay.
And The New Day versus The Ascension.
Yay.
And
New Day versus the Shining Stars.
yay. Thank you.
Everyone
Raw,
agrees.
Raw Anonymous General Manager. And The New Day versus. Oh my
What's that?
god. Oh, good lord.
I
Oh my god.
don't think he agrees with your matchmaking.
No, because the funny thing is, I got a Twitter app on Windows 10, and not only is it coming through the computer, it's going through the phone too. So I'm getting double the notifications.
Do-do-do.
Yes.
Do-do-do.
Okay, anyway. And The New Day versus The Usos.
Yay.
You can see my excitement is just off the chain.
Ah, the tag team division. What happened to it?
I don't know. According to JBL, the SmackDown Tag Team division is jacked. It is jacked. Here's the tag teams. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
American Novel, The Usos, The Ascension, and Breezango. Oh, and the Shining Stars. And
So, star-studded.
because they killed the Vault villains,
Uh-huh.
and the Hype Bros are dead.
And Zack Ryder goes back to obscurity.
Yep. Because Mojo Rawley is a bigger star than he ever could be. What a shame. What a poor, I don't even care. I'm glad he's dead. Or his career's dead. Something's dead. I don't know what it is. But I'm glad that it's him.
Oh yeah, and Sin Cara.
Oh, yeah. Sin Cara. Because, you know, why not keep Kalisto on SmackDown and have Sin Cara join and be the Lucha Dragons again? Logic. Logic. You can tell I hate wrestling right now. It's great. Speaking of wrestling, I met Adam Cole, baby, on Saturday.
Did you?
I did.
How was it?
It was delightful.
Ah.
He was a wonderful human being. He asked where I was from and if I ever been to a Ring of Honor show. And this,
And
that,
how
and the
did you
other.
reply?
I gave him some straight answers as opposed to crooked ones. And I had my wonderful Bullet Club shirt on. I felt the immersion.
You felt immersed.
The immersion. You know, threw up the too sweet.
Mm.
It was quite immersive.
Ooh,
My immersion.
so much of it.
Yes. I did get to see the Spirit Squad.
Oh, I bet you were ecstatic.
I was. I was jumping for joy. I was like, oh my god, I met those guys a month ago. Which I did. I've met the Spirit Squad. They wanted us to do the wave. It did not work. I can see that your excitement is overwhelming.
I'm so full of spirit.
I see that. Are you part of a squad? Is that squad full?
I'm not a cheerleader.
No. You don't need to be a cheerleader. You can just have spirit and spunk. And funk and whatever all that other crap is. Anyway. You know, I can't handle all these distractions. Now somebody on Twitch. Go away. I do not want to watch your stuff. You suck. Whoever you are. Anyway.
It's you.
It was. It was totally me. I totally went live just now. Anyway. Let's talk JB Izzle.
Oh, must we?
Yes. Because he is the reason why good old Morrow, well, how you pronounce his name, it has pretty much left. He doesn't have WWE stuff on his Twitter account anymore. All he talks is LOL boxing and LOL MMA. And apparently,
Real sports.
Yeah, like boxing is real. Boxing is just as big as wrestling. Speaking of wrestling, they apparently chanted Fire JBL on the SmackDown show tonight.
I wonder how they thought about that. What they thought about that.
Well, apparently I read that they muted those chants because I didn't hear it. Somebody had an uncensored video on Twitter and they were all saying Fire Bradshaw.
I saw that, yeah.
So,
It begins.
it does. The funny thing is, I saw what's his face on ESPN's not covering wrestling anymore. Coach.
Oh, that's a loss.
Coach isn't covering it because of this apparently. And of course, he had to get Dave Meltzer mad at him. Because, you know, a guy who covers fake sports is going to argue with a guy who covers real sports. Like, who's going to win out in that? It's like, oh, hey, it's Dave Meltzer. He's going to argue with you about fake sports. Let's see if a guy who talks about real sports really cares.
He doesn't? Oh, okay.
He doesn't, Dave. Oh, okay. Because apparently he's mad because ESPN didn't cover the bullying thing. And Coach was like, you don't cover rumors. And of course, you had all these idiots that go, but ESPN covers news and rumors. Murr.
Not very well, but they do.
Yeah, not very well. But they still do it. I don't know. It's all confusing to me. Either way, what's-his-face is probably not coming back. Means we're stuck with Tom Phillips on SmackDown.
joy.
Tom Phillips and JBL. Somebody put on Twitter, I'm wondering when Bradshaw's going to ask Byron Saxton to kill himself. It's not yet. Like, he's still fresh. Let the body die a little bit before you ask him to, like, just jump
Let his
off a
will
bridge.
be cracked.
Yeah.
Let his will break down.
Well, like, wait for him to, like, start the process of the mental breakdown before you tell him to go kill himself. You don't want to tell that to a guy who's all there in the head. Because he probably told it to Mararo or I can't pronounce Ronaldo. There, I'm just gonna call him Ronaldo. Probably told him to do it. He's like, okay, I'll be right back. Can you imagine if he actually killed himself because of JBL? Wouldn't that be a thing, Michael?
That would go well.
He come on,
I love him, Michael. I mean, I don't love him, Michael.
So, JBL, what do you think about Ronaldo killing himself? I love it, Michael.
I'm not Michael.
But John, the man's dead. I know, Michael. He covered that there New Japan Pro Wrestling. The IWGP. Ha ha!
The only depression I don't care about is the depression in my pants from all the money I got.
Oh. Trump likes me, so that's that, Michael. Because apparently Trump likes JBL. I guess. I don't know. You have to build a wall around JBL's house in Bermuda.
Just a wall around Bermuda.
We're just gonna build a wall around Bermuda so he can't get out. And put a ceiling on it.
This isn't what I asked for.
It's not what I wanted, Michael. Oh, talk to the
And the only airline that comes in and out is United.
Come fly the friendly skies. Unless we're overbooked. Then we throw you out.
And not necessarily on the ground.
Nope. And hopefully you're not a doctor. Because if you are, that's bonus points. That's why I don't fly. Because
I haven't flown in years.
I don't want to get choked out because retards don't know how to properly book their planes. It's basically like a wrestling show. You bring everybody in, but you overbook everybody. It's like WrestleMania on flights. Everybody's got their spot, and there's one guy that you don't have room for on the show, and now he gets bumped. But this
physically
time,
and mentally.
yes, physically and mentally. But this time,
my God, we've actually done it. We've mixed current events with wrestling.
we have. That flight was the WrestleMania of plane flights. They overbooked the show and had to physically remove somebody from the lineup. And he was Asian. Tajiri must not be pleased. Like they do that, and all of a sudden you hear the violins go off and Nakamura's standing there. It's Shinsuke! He's coming to knock out the pilot! He does his little dance and United's like, okay, we'll let him on. How's that for a transition? You get thrown off and then you have a wrestler show up to get you put back on. All because he danced to a violin. It's glorious, Michael. It's glorious.
Everyone's singing along, Michael.
Yes. Just sing an instrumental song. Anyway. Speaking of wrestling, since we didn't get to cover it last week since nobody showed up, it was WrestleMania. And NXT. And Evolve. And Ring of Honor. And Chikara. And what else? What else was last week? Joey Janela's Spring Break Madness. And the WWN Super Show. and FIP, and what else was on there last weekend? Shimmer, and that's it. Did you watch any of that?
What's that stuff?
It was wrestling, Michael.
I think I just watched WrestleMania.
You watched none of the 18 shows that were on last weekend.
I didn't even watch Takeover.
What?
I just sit through like what 7, 8, 9 hours of wrestling.
You could have sat
Sunday?
through 74 hours of wrestling that weekend. I did it, for the most part.
Good for you.
Let me tell you. I watched the One Evolve show, and then I stayed up till 3 in the morning that Thursday watching freaking Joey Janela's Spring Break, where it was Joey Janela versus Marty Jannetty.
Dear God.
That match went as well as expected. And then I wanted to watch wrestling that Friday, but I had to go to work, so that was fun. But then Saturday, I got to watch, what was it? The Super Show, and then I watched Beyond Wrestling, which didn't go till 3 in the morning. Which I must take over too because of all this wrestling.
How fried was your brain after that weekend?
Oh, it was pretty fried. It was.
You just wake up wrestling.
Yep, pretty much. If I didn't have to work Friday and Saturday, I probably would have watched nothing but wrestling all day.
You were just working. I could be watching wrestling right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Because I was ready to watch.
How you doing over there? Wrestling.
Wrestling.
I'll leave you alone.
Because I was gonna watch the Progress Orlando show, but they didn't put it on because of LOL Flow Slam. Then I wanted to watch the second Evolve show, but I couldn't because I got called into work. And then I had to work the next day, so I missed Shimmer and Evolve. Or the one show that was on after Shimmer. So I got to watch at least 6 wrestling shows. And 2 of them just had to end at 3 in the frickin' morning. I'm never doing that again. Yeah, I still haven't watched Takeover. I was gonna do it that weekend, like right before Mania, but I didn't. Yeah, that was a terrible weekend. Terrible. Stop! Don't you doubt dare you cough on the recording. I didn't say die on the recording either.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway. What else happened in the world of wrestling? That's worth talking about. Don't you do it, Twitch. Talk about the alerts. Somebody outside yelling? That's all I need is somebody walking down the street yelling at the top. Yeah. What are you doing? They walk by the window, she'll yell out there, hey, shut up! I'm trying to record a thing. It's only 12:08, but I'm trying to record it. It's you. I wonder how well that would go off. But anyway. I had a thought and I lost it. Oh, I'm going to Extreme Rules in a month. Or 2 months.
Woo.
Yes. So I get to see not Brock Lesnar. I get to see not Brock Lesnar, and that's probably about it.
Is that a SmackDown or a Raw?
It's Raw. It's a Raw show. I'm so hyped. So hyped. as a belch. You can
Classy.
see. Huh?
Classy.
It is classy. It's also 12:09 in the morning. Yes. I agree. Anyway, what else is there to talk about wrestling? We pretty much gave the too long, didn't read version of it.
Basically.
Yes. If we did.
So, what was your overall thought of WrestleMania?
Oh, God. 3 Tanishas out of 10. Is that what her name? What her name was? Tanisha,
Think?
the girl who sang the national anthem.
I'd look it up, but I just don't care.
It's either Tanisha or 2 Pitbull slash
Could have given
Flow
it
Riders out of 10.
Gronks.
Huh?
Could have given it Gronks.
Oh, God. I'll give it 2. I'll give that segment 2 boneheaded security guards out of 10.
Female security guards.
Yes. Yes. Oh, hey, female security guard comes up to stop it. Oh man, how awkward did that have to be? Like, she's the only security guard in the arena that doesn't know that she's not supposed to stop Gronk from jumping over the railing. It's like she probably went
Please,
back.
sir, stop.
Hey, you're not supposed to jump over the guardrail. While the other two
I'm part of this segment.
while the other 2 security guards are just standing there going, "Ma'am, let him through."
He will eat you if you don't let him through.
But the funny thing is, I was waiting for him to blow out his knee in the ring. Like that would have been the greatest thing ever.
As he goes into the stance, he goes, "Oh, my knee!"
Yeah, he just blows out his hip. And I'll be like, well, the Patriots don't need him for the rest of the year.
Well, so much for their playoffs chances.
Like, Rob Gronkowski blows out hip getting into the wrestling ring. Out the entire year.
And the world's breathed a sigh of relief.
And I'll be like, well, I don't care. Oh, what else? Oh, they never used that roller coaster that was on top of the stage. I'm disappointed. They built a roller coaster and didn't use it.
They could have put New Day on it.
They could have, but they didn't. They literally had a roller coaster on the right-hand side of the stage and they didn't use it. I'm disappointed.
There was like nothing in terms of cool entrances.
What, are you trying to say you didn't like the Undertaker's halfway down the ramp walk?
To save you 5 more minutes?
Yes. Are you trying to say that you didn't like the wrestlers' obnoxiously long entrances?
Yeah.
Especially,
and I'm very disappointed we didn't get the Charles Robinson running down the ramp part 2.
especially during the SmackDown women's match, where they had to cut the entrances in half because of time. Oh, here comes Becky Lynch. 5 seconds later. Oh, here comes Natalya. Natalia's not even halfway down the ramp, and here comes Mickie James.
I enjoyed that 5-hour pay-per-view.
Oh, I bet you did. I bet you did. That's why I was like, we're gonna do everything after SmackDown on Tuesday, because there was way too much wrestling. Way too much. Just way too much. But I think...
So did you enjoy Stephanie's shitty table spot?
Yes.
Of her just flopping down?
Yes.
She's out for weeks, Michael.
By God. By God, Michael. I also liked... I liked nothing. That's about it.
Did you enjoy the final match?
No.
You didn't enjoy Roman?
No.
You didn't enjoy the slow-ass match that had nothing exciting going on?
No. kind of trick question is that?
So no enjoyment was had.
No. Did you enjoy the 5-minute Universal title match? Where it was spear, suplex, spear, spear, suplex, 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 suplex. Yes, I'm saying suplex. Suplex, suplex, spear, spear to the barricade, suplex, suplex.
Crowd falling asleep.
Yes.
Suplex.
F5. 1, 2, 3. That's basically how it went.
Yeah, it was just finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher.
The greatest wrestling match of all time.
It was a thing.
It was. Bar none to Bray Wyatt putting maggots in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, that helped his image, didn't it, when he got RKO'd?
Yeah. Oh, Bray Wyatt's playing mind games. RKO.
How disgusting, and done.
There's worms in the ring, and the match is over. Bray Wyatt's dominating, and now he's not. Like
He's the WWE champion, and he's on Raw.
he was on SmackDown, and now he's not. Because law. And now he has nobody to face because Jinder Mahal took out his opponent with a concussion. But on that note, because I'm sure we'll run in circles talking about wrestling all day, it is time to end this wonderful, so wonderful, enthusiastic recording. That took me 25 minutes to set up because my computer hated me. Anyway, it's time for the poop, the floop, and the booch. Go ahead.
Pop goes to Braun killing Roman. Flop goes to what would be a flop? Jinder Mahal, because Jinder Mahal.
Ginger?
Jinder.
You said ginger.
I didn't say ginger.
Ginger! Jinder Mahal.
That joke hasn't been done before, I bet.
Oh.
And botch goes to what would be a good thing to give it to?
Nia Jax dropping Charlotte on her head.
Sure. Although that could be a pop.
It could. But in terms of the roster.
I can't really think of anything botch-wise.
Oh. You know what my pop is?
What?
Eva Marie getting fired.
Wasn't that a few weeks ago, though?
That was like the week before WrestleMania.
Oh. So a few weeks ago, then. Okay.
If Strike was in here right now, he'd be crying about how upset he is about that.
That's why we haven't seen him.
They were like, oh, all the women on the SmackDown roster will be at Mania. Except Eva Marie.
What a fucking shame.
Who thought it was a good idea to draft Eva Marie to begin with? Okay, that was my pop. My flop goes to Jinder Mahal, because he's a retard. And my botch goes to SmackDown Live for not bringing in Asuka in the Superstar Shakeup. Because instead, they brought back Tamina.
Who hasn't been doing shit for the last several months.
I mean, you could have had Charlotte come in and then go, oh, by the way, Asuka's here.
Yay, she's here to kill everyone.
Yeah. Let's hope she kills Naomi first. That would have been great. But yeah, it did make sense to me. Anyway, this has been our least enthusiastic show of the year, even though it's been like 3. Will probably be one for payback. Maybe not. Probably not.
We'll see.
Yes, we will see. Depending on what my work schedule is. And hopefully we'll actually have more than 2 people next time. As well. Anyway, we will see you in like 19 weeks or something.
Eventually.
Yes. But I'm gonna go drink bleach. I'll see you guys. Sounds delicious. I'm gonna go drink bleach and then wash it down with some Tax.
I'm gonna go drink hemlock.
Yeah. I mean,
Delicious.
besides all the rest,
It's just as good as bleach.
it is. Because of all the wrestling I've watched, plus all the crappy horror movies, my brain's like it's spinning counterclockwise, and it's probably not that good.
The bleach will help with that.
Yeah, Bleach should reverse the spin, put it back on his axis. If not, well, Joker will have to host the show, and he can't because
It'll be a one-man show.
Yeah, he can't because he blew up his computer looking at child porn, probably.
Who did?
Joker.
Oh.
Joker broke his computer
a
couple weeks ago. I was like, dude. He's like, I don't know how I'm gonna watch Mania. Okay, you can watch it on the network. It's on the Xbox. I don't want to do that. It's on your phone. Okay.
What's a phone?
He's like, I don't have it. I was like, there's a free trial for a month. Cancel it after the free trial's over. Go to Walmart because you go there so often and get a 3-pack of gift cards.
Do it.
You gotta be so difficult. Anyway, that's enough of that. Hopefully the Twitch will be back up and running by the next time we do this. If I can find the password. Because I tried to enter the password in for that account, it told me this was the wrong one. And I don't remember the email because I haven't used it in so long, and Greg's non-existent, so I can't really ask him what the email is. So there's that. Anyway, and AJ is bipolar, so. She was apparently supposed to make out with Hornswoggle in an angle. But she said no. But making out with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan and Kane and Dolph Ziggler and John Cena and whoever else was A-okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's a whore. Anyway, I am out, or we are. What an ending. Well, she's a whore.
Whore.
She's a whore. Anyway, this has been the Top Turnbuckle Podcast. Wait, did I say that right? I don't know. I said this has been the Top Turnbuckle Podcast.
Totally.
I'm your host, Matt, with the other British guy that was on that thing in Morocco, Mark.
Sure.
And all those other guys. We'll see you when we're not doing this anymore. Bye.
Bye.